one of the things I know I would always look at is pre-construction versus resale, right? So before, pre-construction used to be a better deal because it used to be cheaper than what was on the market. Plus, you were able to gather that time. So not only would it appreciate by the time you took it over, but you had that time to gather your 20% deposit. Now, like you were just mentioning, builders are still charging premium prices for these condo projects. I've been looking. I was actually curious to see what they were going for. They're starting now in the sixes. Some of these places for a one bed, one bathroom. And so I was like, that's interesting when there are resale properties here that are going for much less, that would be probably bigger or at least equivalent. So for people that are like, oh, I always thought pre construction was the more affordable option, it sounds like it may depend on what they're trying to get and what area. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. With pre-construction condos, there's a whole bunch of factors that you have to kind of consider. But like you mentioned before, I would say, closer to maybe 10 years ago, um, the pricing of those new projects used to be very, very affordable and very attractive. And people would say, hey, you know what? Why don't I just book a pre-construction condo unit? I'm getting it at a little bit of a very good value, maybe even a little bit of a discount in terms of resale. What was the average price in the resale market? But now it's quite different. The average price of a resale condo, we like to talk in terms of price per square foot. So the average price for a condo downtown Toronto, price per square foot wise, is in the range of 1,000 to say $1,100 per square foot on average. And pre-construction is selling in the neighborhood of say 1,300 to $1,400 per square foot. So there is a difference there. And the reason why pre-construction is attractive to many, many investors is because of the fact that they can leverage their money, put down a deposit now, and then reap the benefits of whatever appreciation is gained, 4 years down the road when the condo is complete. So that's the draw. And that's what we like to refer to as not really necessarily, you're not just investing, you're kind of speculating, because if that product does not appreciate in 4 years, then you've speculated incorrectly and it wasn't such a great investment, really. Whereas if you're buying a resale property, you're putting down a certain amount of money and you're getting cash flow and rent on that property immediately. And you're building equity in that property immediately. So they're two different investments. And anyone who comes to us with regards to having or wanting to invest in a condo or any other kind of real estate, we kind of just break down to the pros and cons of each, and why there's certain scenarios and certain situations where it may be best for you to invest in pre-construction, and in certain scenarios it may be better for you to invest in a resale property, whether it's a condo or a resale home, or maybe a multiplex. As you know, it depends on everyone's kind of appetite for the different types of investing that they're comfortable with.
Now, let's actually talk about areas because, like we were talking before, people are still hungry to get out there and they want to be able to buy a home. So I know there's been a lot of changes. Obviously, some areas that were really expensive now maybe are not so much. Areas that were really cheap comparative are now blowing up. So I'm sure you've got your eye on some places. So maybe we can pick 5 areas that you've got your eye on that if people are looking to either buy for themselves because it's affordable or because it would be a great investment area. Can you pick the top 5 places that you've got an eye on that we should all be watching?